Hey folks, and welcome to week 2 of remote learning. As I'm going to explain to you in a minute, week 2 should be a little less crazy than week 1, and I hope that what I explain to you today will help put that at ease. But first, if you are feeling overwhelmed by the world right now, by all the work, by the coronavirus news, I have to suggest to you, if you've not watched it yet, this show called Tiger King. It is on Netflix. If you've already watched it, please email me and tell me what you thought. I watched it in like 2 days with my family. It is crazy. It is about this guy. His name is Joe Exotic, and his animal farm where he has tigers and lions and all sorts of things. And I would explain it to you, but it honestly is so crazy that it would sound like I'm making it up. But take some time to watch it if it sounds interesting to you. Watch a trailer. It is nuts, and I think it'll help you forget about all the other insanity in the world. So that's Tiger King. So with that out of the way, a couple new things you'll notice on Google Classroom. First, I've been sending you guys emails every week about what's going on in ELA 11, and I'm going to move those just to be on Google Classroom for now to keep things all in the same place. So when you go to the classwork tab, not the stream, you don't really need the stream too much. I'll put announcements there sometimes, but the classwork is where you want to be. It'll say this week in ELA 11, and let's click on this week. So I want to highlight for you some changes for this week. So first off, I totally listened to your feedback last week. I took a page from Mr. Mount and Mr. Veras, and we're only going to have work 3 days a week because I want this to be more manageable for you. So you'll see on Monday there's going to be a lesson with some work for you to do. That work is not due until Tuesday night. So you have Monday and Tuesday to get that work done. On Wednesday, there's a lesson. That's not due till Friday night. So you have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to get that work done. And then on Friday, there's an assignment which is due Sunday night. But let me also talk to you about office hours. So I'm going to give you a lesson on Monday. That's happening right now. That's what we're doing here. And then on Tuesday, tomorrow, we're going to have office hours from 10 to 11. So from 10 to 11, you can come and we can work on the work that I'm giving you today. So if you need extra help, you come for that. On Wednesday, there's going to be a new video lesson like what we're doing now, and that is going to be due on Friday. But Thursday, you have all day Thursday to catch up. If you want some extra help and you want to meet one-on-one on Thursday, just let me know, shoot me an email, and we can meet on Thursday just for some extra help. And then on Friday, there's going to be office hours from 10 to 11, and those office hours are going to help you with Friday's assignment. So if you come to office hours on Friday, basically you'll get the work done that you have to do on Friday. So my hope is that it's going to be like lesson, office hours, lesson, catch-up day, and then office hours and assignment on Friday. I hope this makes the week a little more manageable for you. You'll note that the essay on Gatsby is due this Sunday night. So basically what we're doing this whole week is working on the Gatsby essay, and today I'm going to show you how to write body paragraphs. So I hope that was helpful. Again, if you have any questions at any time, email me. So here's our Great Gatsby essay unit. You started writing your essay back here on the 27th. So you're going to need that document open because that's where your essay started. You'll also need open your outline, which is back here on the 24th. So make sure to open up your outline. I have my outline here and my essay here. The other thing you'll need for today, you'll see that today's work 330 is not an assignment, it's in materials. And there are a couple things here. There's the T-Bear organizer for body paragraphs, the transition words document to help you out. And if you don't have your book, I hope you do because it's going to be a lot easier if you do. If you don't have your book, though, there's a link here to the entire book of The Great Gatsby. So you might have a lot of tabs open for today, and I hope that they're helpful. I want to say before we jump in, it might help you to pause me as you watch this video, like to pause me and then go do some work and come back. So please make sure to do that if it's helpful. But I'll just reiterate, I have my outline open here, my essay open here. This is the Great Gatsby text. I don't need it because I have my book. It's right here. But I'm going to close that, but you might need it. I have my transition words here. Just let them load. And then I have my T-Bear organizer here, which I'll show you in a second. So here's a tip for you. If you have your outline and it looks solid, I do this with even like papers that I do in graduate school now. I'm going to copy my outline one paragraph at a time onto my essay. It helps keep me organized. So I already wrote my introduction. I'm just going to like go down a couple lines and throw in my outline because it helps me keep track of things. Now, the T-Bear organizer I'm going to keep close by because I really like this organizer. It helps me a lot focus on like how I'm going to write my body paragraph. I'm going to go step by step through this body paragraph. So this video is going to be a little long. I'm sorry you hear the dog barking in the background. But pause me if you want to stop. So the first thing is my topic sentence. What is this paragraph going to prove? So if I look back at my outline, this paragraph is going to prove that Nick knows that Gatsby wants to repeat the past and doesn't stop him, even though he knows how dangerous the idea is. So, okay, I might even just take that. Nick is responsible for Gatsby's death because he knows Gatsby's goal to, I'm going to put it in quotes because Gatsby actually says this, to repeat the past, but he doesn't stop him from pursuing this dangerous goal. Bam. So that's my topic sentence. I'm now going to delete this because it just helps me keep track of going through the paragraph. That's why I like to put my outline here. So let's see what's next on my T-Bear organizer. Next is the background. So I can think about what is the overall point of the evidence, what information does the reader need to know before seeing the evidence, or what's going on in the story when the quote is written. This one I think is big for the work today. What is going on in the story when the quote is written? So the quote I have here is on page 110. Gatsby says he wants to repeat the past to Nick. Now I know, just because I know the novel really well, that this happens after the party where Daisy comes. So I'm going to put here, towards the end of the novel, Gatsby invites Daisy, to one of his famous parties. However, she does not enjoy the party because it is not waspy like the parties she typically attends. Cool. Feel good about that. But now it's time to introduce my quote. This is where I might want to go to my transition words. And I don't even know if I need an example here, because like none of these really work. So I could say, when he is talking to Nick about the party and his relationship with Daisy. So I'm adding even more background here, which I think is really good. Gatsby says, quote, and let me go to page 110. He says, can't repeat the past. And then I put ... to show that I'm leaving out part of the quote, because he says, why, of course you can. Exclamation mark. And then I'm going to put here Fitzgerald 110 to show the author and the page number. So I'm going to now eliminate this. I did my evidence. So if I go back to T-Bear, I've done topic, sentence, background, and I even did the evidence to support my, to support my topic sentence. And now comes the analysis. So note, this should be several sentences. I can paraphrase, I can talk about why it's significant, or I can zoom in on words, phrases. In my outline, I already put some notes here about what I'm going to say with the analysis. So let's go on. I could say this is significant because Nick is the only one who knows that Gatsby wants to essentially return to the past. Cool. I can zoom in on a word, and I'll show you how to zoom in. So I can say, how do I want to zoom in? The phrase, of course you can. And if I'm zooming in, I really want to only zoom in on a short phrase. Like this is even long. Maybe you're only zooming in on 2 words. And I wanted to say shows, but I don't like the word shows. So my transition words document, instead of shows, I can do demonstrates. That's good. So demonstrates that Gatsby is out of touch with reality. He thinks he can simply rewind his and Daisy's lives. So let's move on. Nick allows him to think this. Okay, Nick does not correct Gatsby and tell him how dangerous this idea is. If Nick had tried harder, so I'm just taking right out of my outline, right? If Nick had tried harder, he could have gotten Gatsby to stop chasing this impossible dream. Instead, Nick allows Gatsby to follow Daisy and attempt to ruin her family relationship, which causes Tom to lash out aggressively and destructively. Nice. So I did a lot of analysis there. I mean, like if you look at my T-Bear paragraph so far, all of this is analysis, but that's what you want to do to get to an A or an A plus. You need several sentences of analysis. And finally, in T-Bear, the last thing is relationship. How does this evidence relate to the topic sentence? How does it relate to the next paragraph? Or how does it relate to other points? So my topic sentence was that Nick is responsible for Gatsby's death because he knows Gatsby's goal to repeat the past, but nothing stop him. So I'm going to say here clearly, or actually, let me see. Let me go to my transition words. I want to do one to maybe to reinforce. I kind of like indeed. So let's do that. Indeed, indeed, because Nick allows Gatsby to attempt to repeat the past, Nick is responsible for Gatsby's ultimate destruction. So that's my T-Bear paragraph, folks. If you want to see how I started it, maybe pause here and look at how I did my topic sentence is here. My B background is here. My E evidence is here. My analysis is all of this. And my R, my relationship back to the topic sentence, is here. Nice. So you will probably have 3 body paragraphs. If I even wanted to push this further, I could try to write another piece of evidence into this body paragraph, but this is what they're going to look like. So the T-Bear graphic organizer, which you have on Google Classroom, will walk you step by step through this. This video will walk you step by step through this. You should email me if you need help, and we can help you tomorrow at office hours on Tuesday from 10 to 11. But again, if you have any questions, please make sure to email me. Your first step is going to be a strong outline. So if your outline is not strong yet, you might want to make sure that that's solid before you get into it. I know this is a lot, but remember, we have the whole week to write this essay. We're going to have lessons on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, office hours on Tuesday and Friday, and a catch-up day on Thursday, so you've got plenty of time. But email me if you have questions. Good luck, and I hope you enjoy Tiger King if you choose to watch it. Bye.